microphones, please. Okay. So we have started the recording as well. So if you typically see the grade chain and why do we introduce new generation T9415 turning grade for P group of the material, which means ISOP is a steel. So you can see here we have a wide assortment of turning grades, which we generally categorize based on the wear resistant and also based on the impact of the toughness. Sometimes what happens, the customer use a tougher grade and at the same time for unstable working condition, but the customer cannot increase the feed rate or the cutting speed, and at the same time he used to go with the lower feed rates, lower cutting data. However, some of the components they do require the higher cutting parameters at stable machining conditions. So we have a different grade chain here, right from T9310, T9315, T9325, and of course, towards the tougher side, T9335. So we found that why customer use a different grade for toughness demanding operation, or for the continuous cut demanding operations, stable operations, and what if we go with a single grade to reduce the inventory. So in that we we innovate the gap. We find it out that there is some gap in the range which requires more versatility, some competitiveness, of course, of the grid, which always can go for the interruptions, also for the harder side, for stable working condition. And that is why what we have come up with the requirement as the gap is that we need some reliable grade, some productive grade at the same time, which can give more efficient and inventory control also at the customer end. That means working for toughness as well as similar way working for even the continuous cuts. That means stable conditions for continuous cuts for P05 or P10, P15 as well. And that is why we innovated T9415. If you can see here, T9415, that is again cover up the range of T9310, which is a harder grade, T9315, again harder grade, and T9325 to some extent. That means some of the light or medium interruption working conditions, application conditions. So that means one grade for many operations, right from P05 to P30 almost. So moving ahead, little bit more in that to introduce you what it can be said about T9415. So typically if you see here, it's the zone surface zone is enriched with cobalt bonding phase, which is again adhesion and a toughness demanding operations where it is required, that can cater those kind of demanding operations. Also, the new substrate functionally gradient material, all the new substrate for T94 15. Again, the adhesive resistance TIN layer, abrasion resistant TICN layer on the top, and again for the heat resistance, there is always a alpha Al2O3 layer in T94 15. That means it can withstand high strength of substrate, which provides excellent cutting edge stability, and that always allow even decrease the cutting edge rounding, even most demanding operations for toughness requirement, or again or high cutting parameters demanding operation. And then again, this feature furthermore increases the suitability of ISOP group from P05. You can see here in the table suitability in P0 from P group P05 up to P30, and that will result in a high unique versatility when machining P group material. I again say high unique versatility when machining P group of the material. And that means it covers T9415 grade covers the toughness and wear resistance of all ISO carbide application areas for ISOP as preliminarily operations. However, secondarily ISOK, which is cast iron from K05 to K25 ISO grade material as well. In between, I am adding our new members who are joining. At the same time, I also would like to emphasize a bit more on ISO H material as well, H10 to H20, which this grade can work and withstand for. So that is again an added advantage, I can say. If you see here at the right side corner, you can see the thickness of the layer on the against T9315 and T9310, which is again higher by 20 microns plus or minus. That means it can really withstand high cutting temperature and high cutting parameters as well. And that provides more hardness and wear resistance. So that means the cobalt is significantly improve the resistance against cracking and the brittle failure without compromising the hardness and wear resistance, which is provided by this carbide phases at the bottom of the substrate. And also this higher coating thickness allows furthermore enhanced cutting parameters, enhanced tool life, and also increasing the range of machining areas from P05 to P30, secondarily to cast iron as well. And of course, as an added advantage, ISO H material as well. Moving ahead, new post treatment process all the way, and this is again one of the unique feature which is adding the feather on the crown of T9415, why it is a champion grade, you can say. At the bottom you can see application areas from P05 to P30, and from stable machining conditions to unstable machining conditions. Let us move on and see some more technical improvement. So if we typically see little closer at T9415 insert, we see a new coupled layout, with new color layout, and these are many new more additional improvements we add to this fourth generation of CVD coated insert. Fourth generation of CVD coated insert. A new developed harder substrate, very new developed harder substrate with 5.5 percentage some cobalt, which is slightly harder than the previous T9315, but not as hard as even T9310. Of course, it is a harder grade. And these inserts are produced within the state of the art electronic press machines at our factory, and that resulting in the tight repeatability, tight tolerance of the insert, and this ensure high precision of indexability. Please remember, we have very high and tight repeatability insert tolerance. That means a higher precision indexability possibility for T9415. So that means reduction in the downtime, fewer cuts for the programmer on the machine, elimination also in the non-productive times. The measuring cuts, when you make a first cut and when you measure on the machine, when you give the offset in the controller, that also reduces by this state of the art electronic press machine insert fourth generation. The new generation is also CVD coating on T9415. The grade is 30% thicker compared to previous CVD grades. My friends, 30% thicker compared to previous CVD grades, which provides very high endurance in continuous cuts to higher resistance of flank wear, plastic deformation, and greater wear resistance against our own T9315. And these parameters are more comparable to old 9310 grade. So please remember a 30% higher thickness. And then again, moving on, the optimize cutting edge geometry that will optimize, meaning a post treatment allows sharp yeah, the post treatment also will allows us a sharper geometry to the cutting edge, and the sharper cutting edge generally lowers down the cutting forces. So the post treatment process also plays a major role when to reduce the cutting forces at the while cutting, and also friction, also as well as the temperature also during the cutting action. Where the thicker coating again contributes higher productivity. So my friends, higher thicker coating, higher productivity. Post treatment, new post treatment process is reducing the cutting forces, reducing the temperature during the cutting actions, and again the substrate also improves the toughness demanding operations. So I can tell you all in one, everything in one. So that is unique, isn't it? That's very unique T9415, my friends. Moving ahead, let us talk about the why generally we say are so many grades. Do we really need of them? So before we look into the new assortment of MTCVD fourth generation, generally, if we see here, there are different grades for different applications, PVD grades and also the CVD grades as well, and they have their own own hardness, own characteristics for the machining, and you can see different grades and different hardness. However, when it comes to T9415, which I have conveyed and which I have told you that covering most of the grades like T9310, T9315, and almost half of the T9325. So that covers most of the part of the our grade chain as well. That means, please remember, recall what I said before. Sometimes end user, the customer, must be running the with lower speed and lower feed, and then again compromises with the productivity, compromises sometimes with the reliability as well, and then customer has to go for different grade, different chip breakers as well. But thanks to T9415, we can further go towards tougher conditions and harder conditions as well for longer continuous cuts and also interruption cutting. So maybe we can squeeze down the requirement from maybe 2 grades or 3 grades to 1 grade. And please understand, whenever you visit to customer, please ask to customer always that why they are and what you can do for them, what you deliver the benefit to them. Do customer really require 2 grades? And you can always say, Mr. Customer, no problem, I have T9415. Let us go with 1 grade, solve all your problem and solve all your applications. So single grade. Moving ahead, if I to talk about the product portfolio of chip breakers for negative insert, so you can see here different chip breakers at the same time, shape of the insert of CNMG like TNMG, all negative inserts, and also the working group for ISO-P as preliminary working ISO application area, ISO-K as secondarily. For the chip breaker, you can correlate with the chip breaker here, the cutting parameters, the feed rates, and also in the column name application, applicable conditions, you can use application accordingly. So is a ready reckoner cutting conditions chip breaker for negative inserts. This can also be available at the website, also in the new product catalog. So you can always go through of all the chip breaker navigators. Moving ahead, the if we talk about the positive inserts, can someone please mute your microphone, please? So if we move on further, the chip breaker assortment, chip breaker portfolio for positive inserts, generally it is the T9415 grade has been developed as the first, as I said, first choice versatile grade for steel material, and will replace our again T9310 and T9315. So this positive chip breakers inserts, which are now available in combination with new T9415 grade. The depth of cut and feed range are general values generally, and you can always go through the catalog and also the website of Pramet. Again, here I would like to emphasize more. I would like to make you remember, my friends, whenever you go to the customer, we generally look on roughing operation, medium machining operation, but sometimes we generally ignore or we generally oversight. Sometimes we generally don't look at finishing operations. Remember, the most pain areas for customer are lying at positive at finishing operations, because finishing operation is the last operation sometimes, which generally sometimes also gives the rework or rejection to the customer, and customer has always a pain in his mind in the production line for finishing operations. So my friends, remember, try to ask questions, try to go to customer, try to apply our positive inserts in T9415. The moment you and we establish positive inserts T9415, it will give us a longer business, longer term business. Generally CNMG people replaces, but CCMT, DCMT, VCMT, VBMT people, customer generally don't replace easily. Am I right? Because it is a finishing operations. My friends, the more value we deliver lies on the positive insert as well. So please remember, from today, whenever you visit customer, apply positive insert, talk about positive inserts also. And we have T9415 in our kitty in our portfolio. So this will give wonders and high level of the benefit to the customer in terms of higher tool life, productivity, a reduction in the total cost, reduction in the tool cost benefit, and also geometrical accuracies requirement it will meet, the dimensional accuracy, the repeatability, and the most important part, reliability and consistency. So please understand, the positive inserts are really value deliver inserts. And again, little bit more on roughing inserts. So T9415 grade has always also the chip breakers also have an assortment for the roughing insert as well. You can see here. So the bigger machines like some big lathe machines or vertical turning lathe machine or higher capability lathe machine, you can use the roughing inserts as well. Sometimes in big boring machines or machining centers, customer do boring operation with a CNMG insert, SNMG insert, where we can apply these inserts as well, even on the fabricated component, even on the cast iron component, nodular component, steel components, boring operations also, we can apply our ISO T9415 in CNMG and SNMG and so on. So please don't look only CNC lathe, please look 360-degree. Please walk the shop always, talk more, ask more, and see where we can apply. Let us be more hungry where we can apply our inserts, where we can give value to the customer, and that is again a high level of value deliverance to the customer, and that will also give higher strong relationship benefit to you, to us all. Also for the railways also, we have now the assortment railways, including railway wheel turning inserts, returning inserts. So we have now the chip breakers with us for T9415, even for the bar pilling segment. So wherever you have a customer base of bar pilling, please remember we have T9415 for bar pilling operations as well. So that is again a great benefit, because bar pilling machines are machine hour rates are higher. The longer tool life we give, the more benefit we customer get. Here again, I would like to emphasize more on the applications like high cutting speed to medium cutting speed, stable machining conditions, unstable machining conditions. We can apply T9415. Customers with the portfolio of general engineering, power generation, automotive, medical, agriculture, segment like railway, bar pilling, metallurgy segment. So where we should look upon, where our T9415 we can apply and take the benefits. And we have the competitor list as well as of now. What you can really go with T9415 is look around P05 to P30 area, also secondarily cast iron area from the competitor, and apply T9415. And I am very much sure, I am very much confident, and so you all are, that we can hit the competition from the customer's door. If we talk about features and benefits, you can see here in this slide where are the strength from the new turning grade T9415. So in this slide, you can find on the left side so-called spider net, where we compare 5 features from new T9415 with old grade T9310 and T9315. So if you can see in this spider net, one of the feature is flank wear resistance. So you can see the flank wear resistance from the new grade shows much higher. When you talk about crater wear, that crater wear also shows higher resistance compared to the old grade. When we talk about the toughness, and when we talk about the interrupted cut conditions and resistance, this is again going to be higher increase in the demanding operations with T9415. And where are the some limitations to with old grade, like whenever you lost any business, remember, whenever you lost any business with even our old grade T9310 or 15 for toughness or interrupted cut demanding operations, please go revisit those application, apply T9415, and you will success. That is the guarantee. Again, the seating stability as well. So previous grade were ground before the before coating process, but again our T9415 is been the grounded the sitting surface after the coating. So that means this ensure higher sitting stability, and furthermore it enhances the temperature transfer away from the insert. So that is again a high level of the benefits. You can see here this covers T9310, 15, and half of the T9325 area. So this is how we should look at as a definition. High speed, high productivity, even with high or medium rigidity of the lathe machines. When we talk about the test results, you can see here there is one good success case from the manufacturer of quality precision parts at cutting speed 250, and you can see the material. It is 42 CRMO4, pretty high hardness, above approximately 260 to 300 BHN Brinell hardness, where also 3 millimeter depth of cut and 0.4 millimeter feed rate at high cutting speed at 250. So new grade applied T9415, and the machine at a high speed and completed 6 workpieces with one cutting edge, almost double the tool life. So these are the typical success cases. In this case, you can see the balance block of diesel engine. 230 Brinell hardness. Again, you can really see the cutting conditions are pretty interrupted, and it is not easy to cut because it is a highly interrupted cut. Here also, T9415 helped to create 6 pieces by single cutting edge, more than double the tool life. And now you can see, okay, we can go from the continuous cut to highly even interrupted cutting conditions as well. Some of the oil and gas component SAE 1045 carbon steel. So here also you can see the feed rates and cutting conditions, cutting conditions around 3 mm depth of cut, and again from the 5 workpiece compared to previous ones, T9415 delivered 10 workpieces per cutting edge, so doubling the productions. That means also reduction in the non-productive time and reduction in the not only the tool cost but also the total cost. Remember, you always have to remember when you increase the tool life, that means we are also decreasing the total cost as well. So please talk always and remember always this in mind. One of the big size component, larger component with different hardness of the workpiece material. You can see compared to our own T93 25, we receive T94 got the higher tool life and the best performance even at 2500 mm diameter workpiece. So as I told, even on a vertical turning lathe machine, power generation segment, pump and valve industries, even wind power industries, sliving ring kind of the components. So whenever this kind of the components, please remember apply T94 15 because it's the best choice and the only choice available in the market of metal cutting industries, my friends. So moving ahead now. So the recommendations, if I talk about the recommendations of the T9415, we all know that it is available at insert backside of the inserts. However, it is also available in the web page. Also, I'm very much sure you will download the calculator, and from the calculator also you can check the cutting parameters. But I can say generally as a recommended cutting conditions compared to our own T94 9315 plus 20%, you can consider the cutting conditions plus 20% compared to T9315. Again, I would like to show you this comparison about the longitudinal turning test, endurance in continuous cut, and also endurance in the interruption cutting. You can see here, my friends, from 320 meter per minute to 120 meter per minute in interruption cutting. The cutting edge of T9415, you can see the flank wear, and at the same time compared to T9315 and T9310. This is amazing. I'm super excited. I'm very much confident, by looking at this wear conditions of T9415. What else you require, my friend? This is the best you can carry now in the with you to our customers. And then little bit more, I would like to emphasize on the sales in some information to you that when you look at this slide, what is the feature and what does it benefit? So when I say new harder substrate, so that enable a higher cutting data. When I say plus 30% thicker coating, what it will benefit? It will benefit in increased tool life. It will benefit in improving the productivity. And if I say what is the benefit out of optimized cutting edge geometry? So yes, it can reduce the cutting forces and it enhance the performance. It enhance the performance. So these are the features, and out of those features, what are the benefits for T9415 CVD turning rate? And when I say it's again a less turning grade from T group of the material, so how it will benefit? That means it helps our user, our customer to easy the selection of the lower selection process, very lower to the one grade from two grades or three grades. And that means increase the productivity, increase the process security, also reduce the cost. So that is the most important part, and we must remember that these are the features, and each features gives the best benefit out of it, my friends. So I'm sure that now with this summary and with these features, you are confident about our T9315. So moving ahead, as T9415 is a absolutely new birth of our champion. And moving ahead, let us talk about some additional chip breakers for T8430 as additional chip breakers. So we have some additional chip breakers we have already in our kitty T8430. We all know. You can see here in our great chain of wear resistance and also impact toughness. May I request someone to please mute the microphone, please? So we found there are some gap in negative inserts with bigger corner radius, because sometimes what happens, we need can someone mute the microphone, please? Sometimes we found a gap in T8430 for bigger corner radius, because for roughing operations, generally we go with higher nose radius. Am I right? And when we go higher nose radius and chip breaker on the roughing side, we found that we do not have, and that was a gap. And to fill up this gap again, we have introduced all new T8430. You can see here the new symbol on the slide, and that has been introduced in this new product launch. And again, if you check here, T8430, the grade has the submicron grain substrate less than 1 micron, and with a relatively high cobalt content, very high relatively cobalt content, and the substrate has undergone improved ion cleaning and perfect adhesion with the coating of the layers. So I can you can vouch on that. And again, this has been launched in 2020, and in this new product launch, we have the additional negative insert with chip breaker NRM and MNMR also, RM also, you can see here in this slide. And also the shape of the insert like CNMG, SNMG, TNMG, and so on. Also the range of additional insert. So CNMG in 1.6 nose radius, also with NMR geometry, the chip breaker, also CNMG with zero point 0.8 or SNMM with 2.4 millimeter with the chip breaker of NRM. Similarly, 19 mm SNMG as well with RM chip breaker. And here you can see the overview of the product portfolio of chip breakers of negative inserts. So that is all also can be read here from our web as well, and also from the insert box as well. So moving ahead, if I talk about the positive insert, so for the positive insert also, we have the product portfolio of chip breakers. The new 8430 grade has been developed to replace the universal 80 T8330, which to offer us more productive and competitive solutions, my friends. So remember, when the again I will repeat here again, positive inserts, finishing operations, the chip control, the dimensional stability, the consistency, and you must apply, you must ask to customer, Mr. Customer, are you having any problem for finishing operations? I have the choice. So please remember, again, if you establish finishing positive geometry, positive inserts on the machine, my friends, that business will long laster. It will not be replaced immediately or easily by any competitor. Remember that. Again, when it comes to the customer segment, components, application, workpiece material, and competition as well, you can see and refer this chart even afterwards. So it is for general machining, automotive subcontractors, maintenance and repair, even automotive industries, and all sort of the materials you can consider. When I talk about the sales information about the benefits for the feature, so if I say what is the benefit about improved iron cleaning, so that benefits as ensuring a perfect adhesion between substrate and coating layers, that increases the dimensional accuracy as well, and consistency and repeatability as well in dimensions. And if I say what will give benefit when it is TIB and top layer, so it reduces the built up age, because some of the material that is a tendency of a stickiness, welding on the cutting edge, so that we call as a built up age for ISO M type of the material, even low carbon kind of the material. So this layer helps, the top layer helps to reduce the built up age, so that increases the process security, repeatability, and also the productivity, my friends. So moving ahead towards the next product is a sliding head machining tools. So when it comes to sliding head, it is a common or a very well-known name, sliding head machines. So we call as sliding head machining tools. So when we talk about this S-type sliding head machines, here in our actual turning assortment, we offer small shank size turning tools. Remember, we offer small shank size turning tools. But when it comes to sliding head tools, we generally do not offer any kind of these tools. But with this product launch 23.1, we introduce a new range of turning tools which can be used in sliding head machines, or common also known as Swiss type of the machine. So these machines are used generally for produce small parts in very high volume. And therefore, I think as much as possible tools are equipped on the machine, and that is why the machine offers generally the possibility to run multiply tools at the same time on the workpiece. So this again lowers the dramatically the production time and reduce the cost per piece as well. So we offer the smaller size Sang size tool for sliding head machines. Here you can see what is in it. So you can see with the SCACR or L external sliding head tool, we launch now, we extend our assortment of tools and which we can use in this type of the lathe. My friends, remember, the tool has the same functional width WF, same functional width WF as the shank width B, which makes them suited for a fast replacement on the sliding head machine, especially generally when the setup in Z axis. So my friends, in sliding head machine, if you know, they generally don't take another pass, only one pass, and then the when we call as a zero offset tool, we say we must have the same functional width as the shank width of the tool. That means suited for a fast replacement in sliding head machines. So that is, this tool is suited for longitudinal turning, taper turning, also 90-degree turning, thin wall turning as well. This tool you can see here again, uh, SCLCR or L with 12 by 12 millimeter shank, 16 by 16 millimeter shank, that goes even for taper turning, even straight longitudinal turning, chamfering operation, and so on. Similarly, you have again SDJ for D style of the insert, screw lock tools for 93-degree cutting edge angle for positive DC style of the inserts. So that is again available for DC style insert in 7 and 8 11 millimeter insert size. Again, you can see here four new V-style insert tool holders in 12 by 12 millimeter shank and also 16 by 16 millimeter of the shank. So you see here what we have launched. And again, let me repeat and remind, this tool has the same functional width WF as the shank width B. Same functional width. So that means a zero offset you can generally say and talk about. So we have now extended with this tool. Even tool with SDX, CR and CL. So that is also now available in our product launch. New two SDU-CL type of the holders, 93-degree angle cutting angle with the shank size of 20 millimeter, 22 millimeter, again for even 7 millimeter of the DC style of the inserts. So that is very, very important, and be aware of it when using them in a sliding head machine. This is for external machining operations. Again, a 91-degree cutting edge angle for T style insert, TC style insert, 12 by 12 and 16 by 16, four tools. That's important. Again, what are the typical customers? Components, electronic industry. So my friends sitting in Vietnam, my friends sitting in even in Japan, and sitting in Thailand, Indonesia, even in New Zealand. So I know, or in different place like even in Malaysia, small tools, small sliding head machines like Citizen, Star, Sugami, Hanwha, those machines. Now we have tools for them, for medical industry, for aero industry, and so on. So if I talk about the benefits, you can see here the small parts which we have been referring with, the small parts here. So you can see here in this slide, as explained in the previous slides, the main topic for sliding head machine are to produce as much as possible parts, very high speed, and the functional width WF is as same as the shank size of the B. So you can see here the tool holder is sliding from one tool to another tool. That means the previous cutting edge, that means if the tool will replaced, the cutting edge is the same position as the previous insert. You are with me, you follow me? When you replace the tool, but the cutting edge is at the same position as the previous insert. So that is to be remembered. But also remember, this is valid for different insert shape. The positioning from new insert shape is more precisely compared to a common tool holder. And also remember, tool types SDFC, SDXC and SDUCL have not the same WF and shank width B, meaning this three tool cannot be replaced as explained in this slide. So that has to be remembered. And I am sure you are now feeling confident to go for sliding head machines because we have now zero offset tool in our kitty. And when I talk about the features and with the benefits, so what are they? If I talk about the feature as high accuracy, so the benefit is yes, less machine downtime, also high production, high productivity as well. When I talk also about the tool design, same functional width with the shank size B. That means faster tool change, zero offset, more precise positioning compared to standard tool, cost saving, reducing setup time, and you can also count on few or no measuring cuts. So that means it's a straight, you just put it and start it. So isn't it interesting? That is interesting, my friends. So this is about the new assortment for sliding gate machines. Moving ahead, let us talk about the extension in the KR chip breakers. So when it comes to the KR chip breakers, we have inserts with the KR chip breakers. So we are doing expansion insert shape and radius for with the KR chip breaker. So we found some missing gap in negative inserts with bigger corner radius to increase roughing capability in cast iron and also the hardened material. So this is what is the assortment, the KR extension here with us in this new product launch. So to meet the expectations in cast iron applications or hardened material applications. So if we move further on, you can see this is, we all know that we have the coating of T5315 for cast iron turning with WC cobalt based substrate, which ensures optimal, basically a ratio between hardness and toughness and resistance against plastic deformation, which has textured as Al2O3 layer, which offers improved abrasion and crater wear, and the grade with high hardness, which provides basis of for high productive machining with the highest cutting speed, my friends. So here you can see here the chip breakers for the materials and cutting conditions as well. So looking ahead, what is new? So the KR chip breaker in CNMG, KR SNMG, and also for DNMG, for TNMG insert as well. So newly added inserts features a strong KR chip breaker with a wide neutral T-line. So wherever you have lost any application or wherever you see find application, when you visit customers, you find roughing cast iron or some skin removal cast iron, some chilled iron also, and you feel that we don't have in our kitty, but now you can have in our assortment the new KR chip breaker with us. So please apply this KR chip breaker with this product launch in our March 2023. So DNMG inserts are also available in two different radius version is now added. So that is also shape is ideal for versatile turning applications. So whenever you find, let's say, if I give you an example, differential case or cast iron components or carriers, housings, where the material is, let's say, FCD 450, FCD 500, or even higher tensile strength of the cast iron materials, these are the choice. The components like, the motor body housing or cast iron housing, the disc, the brake housing, even with the calipers or cylinder liners, those components, my friends, where we are lacking lacking with the products. Now we have the products in our hand. Apply the products to those components. Now we have a chance to say yes to the customer, yes to the applications, my friends. So if I talk about the customers, as I told you, general machining, heavy duty, all sort of components and so on. So generally for this components and workpiece material, we have the competitors like Sumi, Tang, or even Mitsu. So please try to hit them, and then you can get the highest level of the benefits out of this new grade, new chip breaker in KR. Moving ahead, some features. So feature, what if you ask that the feature is KR chip breaker, what is the benefit? So it is for continuous and interrupted cut layers, as well as it is for versatile turning applications as well, my friends. So this is about the KR chip breakers in turning, and we are almost done with the turning part of the new product assortment. So if I to summarize I can tell you we have what we have seen is our new champion T9415, expansion in T8430, expansion or new chip breaker KR also, and also we have seen different extensions in other inserts as well. So this is about the turning. So my friends, if you are comfortable, then we continue, or if you wish to have a just 5 minute break, what do you say? The 5 minute break we can move on, or we can have five
I think
minute.
Rahul, we should get 5 minutes break, Rahul.
Yes, so let us have a 5 minutes break, and then we once again get back to you in 5 minutes here. Okay, so 5 minutes from now. See you in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello, Rahul.
Are you? Yes, hello. Yeah, thank you. Let's
Hello.
back to the 2023.1 product launch. I'm sure you must have had a 5 minute break, some leg stretch or some bio break you had. So, and now you are again excited for next another an hour or so. So let us talk about the milling. So as I'm again super excited when it comes to milling and also like as turning. So for milling, I let me take you to this new product launch with LNEX 12 millimeter insert as we talk as the shoulder milling applications. So when we talk about SLN 12X productive tangential shoulder milling applications, moving ahead, let me introduce you. If I talk about you that we have in our economical square shoulder milling solution SLN 12 already we have, and also SLN 16 up to 150 175 millimeter diameter of the range. But at the same time, we found some gaps of the tools with improved body strength and thick cutter core. Also, we found a gap to find out some cutters, tools, which, for lower cutting force machine, they can use, and also they reduce a spindle load as well. And also, which are the tools can be a very high productive tangential tools additional to economical concept of the tools. So, for the wide range of the applications. So, considering everything, the expectations were true 90-degree corner, improved wall accuracy and straightness, very competitive when it comes to lower cutting force, So those are the expectations and gap. And then considering that we have come up with this additional new concept for the tool shoulder milling to improve customer productivity right from diameter 25 to diameter 125, both in parallel or Weldenschenk and also in shell mill. So in all, if I tell, after a successful introduction of the SLN 12 and SLN 16 economical tools for square shoulder milling, the project also the development of this project has then started to further expansion of the offer of SLN 12 millimeter into in the tangential family, tangential cutter, and then found out the solution. Furthermore, some positive rec angle with combined some patented U groove segment, to enhance the chip evacuation, to enhance the ramping possibility. And then as a result of that, for desktop cut up to 10 millimeter, this is the family, this is the concept tool SLN 12 now with us in new product 2023.1 with us. So moving ahead, my friends, you can see here it is available in both end mill design with diameter 25 to 40 millimeter. When it comes to the desktop cut, it is up to 10 millimeter. And also for shell mill design, it is from 40 millimeters to 125 millimeter. But if you see here, the SLN 12C cutters, they are for 9 millimeter desktop cut. And here, this cutters, it is for the 10 millimeter desktop cut. So this is, what you can say is a truly 90-degree enhanced productivity, low cutting force generation cutter duly developed. At the same time, again, looking ahead about the parallel shank of the cutter, so it is from 25 millimeter to 40 millimeter. The most interesting and important part is you can see here it is with the internal through coolant cutter design. So when you go deep slots, this will be most beneficial for the to higher tool life, and also for the chip controls. This can go for with ER chucks or hydraulic chucks or mechanical power chucks as well. Again, with Weldon shank, right from diameter 25 to 40 millimeter is available with internal coolant also facility. With the shell mill, right from 40 millimeter to 125 millimeter size of the cutter diameter, with inserts like 3 inserts per cutter to 12 inserts per cutter. That is again, you can see here in the layout. It's a 290-degree cutter. The assortment. Moving ahead, you can see the different geometry like F geometry and all in PVD grades available like 8 series, 8310, 8330, 8340, and also FM T 6330 grade as well. So when I say M6330, it is basically a primary for semi-finishing to finishing in ISO P. When I say 8310 is PVD coated, primary for finishing operations for P group and secondary for ISO K and ISO H group. But when it comes to M8340, it is PVD coated, primary for semi-roughing, roughing for P group, and secondary for K group material. But again, this is also for different versatile group of the material this grade for. So M geometry also we have now in LNEX 12 millimeter insert in our kitty. So M geometry basically positive geometry with medium T land of 150 microns. It has got some 27-degree rack angle as well, and that is basically for medium to semi roughing machining for ISO P and ISO K group materials, and secondarily for ISO H group materials. So it is also available in different grade of the inserts, which also added CVD grade, which are M9315, M9325, M9340. So, and you can see the ISO classification area for the workpiece material group and cutting conditions. This is available. Customers like general machining, die and mold, pump and valve industries, medical industries as well, and also machine tool makers. So, and it has got a wide range of application like shoulder milling, deep slot milling, shallow mill, face milling, ramping, true 90-degree wall finishing as well. So if I talk more about furthermore about some features and benefits for even for the steel group of the material, which can be refer WMG workpiece material group in our catalog. You can see here the little bit on the F geometry, which I can tell you a robust 4-edge insert, positive rack on tough tangential insert, patented U groove segment. So when the U groove segment is in corner geometry of the insert for excellent chip forming, ramping facility, and also lowers the risk of chip jamming, and which expands application range for low power machine and small depth of cut. So my friend, remember, 4 cutting edge, very robust insert, even low power machine. I can tell you, you can go and put it on the even on the conventional milling machine, maintenance shop, repair shop as well. No need to fear, no need to worry at all. So that is again benefit. Patented U groove, I explained you. It is good for the ramping, and also it gives excellent chip forming and chip evacuation for the operations like slot milling, deep slot milling, which lowers the risk of chip jamming. The geometry as SRM, which is again positive rack on a tough tangential insert, 4-edge tough and robust insert, basically as LNEX 12 millimeter. And this geometry is also a positive geometry, excellent surface quality, which can produce with PVD coating, and then and so on. Because of that, you can see the easy recognition of geometry and corner radius at the back side of the on the insert as well. This is also what for the ISOM, that is stainless steel material, and the geometry and its description. Of course, it can be seen in the catalog. And but again, I can tell you the most four robust cutting edges peripherally ground this SR this F geometry peripherally ground. That means highly precise square shoulder milling for true 90-degree, and this is also high positive geometry with submicron substrate here, which generates excellent surface quality. That is also stand for the ISO K type of the material, and also for the ISO H material, the geometry is available, and the insert shape and the sizes are available with different grades for ISO H as well. So important to remember, we have now SLNEX 12 for ISO P, ISO K, and ISO H as well. But I would like to emphasize more on this. If you can see this picture, it is true 90-degree double negative geometry, face milling, side milling, deep slot milling, plunging, ramping, helical interpolation, circular interpolation, interpolation operations, all are can be possible with this LNEX 12 millimeter. You also can see the furthermore the tangential insert seat position enlarge the cutter core diameter. If you see, the cutter core diameter is very enlarged one, so that means it's very high strength of the cutter. So if you go even with the cylindrical strength cutter, and if you go even higher depth of cut, 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter, 7 millimeter, it will not give the bending or deflection, my friends. It has got a hardened steel body with a special nickel plating to protect against corrosion and wear that again prolonging its durability again. So that is again a benefit to us all. And the cutters are equipped with the through coolant as well. Additional patented U groove, which I told you will further improve the excellent chip forming, the ramping possibility to realize a good surface finish, because generally when you do ramping, you do not have the good surface finish as well. So for the differential pitch is also available at bigger diameter, above 40 millimeter cutter diameter, the differential pitch are available. And why differential pitch required? And the question comes, differential pitch which reduces the risk of generation of the vibrations again, and then and the subsequent onset the chatter, and also that again resulting into the smoother machining operation when it is a differential pitch. When I talk more when I to talk more about this picture, this slide, you can see here the both milling cutter TNGX style and LNEX style are suited for shoulder, face mill, and slot milling. However, the STN16 concept is designed for economical solution, six edge, but the SLN12 is a tangential insert suffix at the cutter body. That means insert part subject to highest load is compared to TNGX 16. So you can see here at the center, the core strength is higher. So it can withstand higher cutting load, and enlarged core thickness helps us in reduction or elimination in the cutter deflection while doing the slot milling operations, my friends. If I talk about you some test, you can see here the test which has been conducted internally. 5 millimeter, the total inserts are 5. Again, 50 millimeter cutter diameter. Depth of cut is 9 millimeter, and again the engagement is 10 millimeter of the cutter, and it's a smooth operation. Let me try to run the video. I think the sound is not there. Let me try to uh, switch on the sound as well. I will let me try to share with the sound. Okay. Can you see the video and hear the sound?
Yes, I can hear.
The video can be seen, the sound is not so clear.
Okay. So yeah. So here you can see the milling, edge milling, you can say, which has got a 9 mm depth of cut, my friends, 9 mm with the 12 mm of insert, engagement 10 mm. So this is what is the capability of the this cutter concept, LNEX 12. Let me also try to see how I go with this video. Maybe I'm finding some difficulty in producing the sound, but yes, let us see and watch the video. So can you watch can you see the screen? Just a minute. Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes, Rahul.
Okay. So if I, you can see direct on the forging at the side, high forging draft, my friends. See the depth of cut, see the engagement, listen the sound, very low sound, no deflection. Amazing. See the chips. Excellent. And you can see here. So this is what is the capability of the LNEX 12, my friends. So let me share once again the presentation. So if you could see the if you could see the video and the applications, since because of some technical hiccups, the sound was not there. But at the same time, we all are engineers. We know metal cutting, and you could have seen the capability of the cutter and the chip evacuation and the way of the engagement of the cutter. Amazing, excellent. But I will share all the links, all the video to you all so that you can watch and enjoy the sound at your screen at your time. Again, to move on, some
Pramet?
machining. Yes, Sarachan.
Sorry, Rahul. Please carry on.
Yeah. So, again, when we talk about the some machining recommendations available when it comes to the cutter inserts and also on the web page. So you can see here the insert and the geometry and also the edge and the cutting edge. So again, I say it's a four robust cutting edge. And when I say the features and the benefits, so what is the benefit when it comes to double negative geometry? So which means it gives improve the cutting edge strength, directs the forces towards the workpiece and so on. It's a through coolant. That means increase safe and easier chip evacuation and also prolonging the tool life, cooling the edge and also cooling the workpiece as well. So these are the some information and benefits of the features, my friends. So going ahead, I'm very excited about that LNEX 12, and I request you all to look around, talk with the customer, and find the opportunities. Here, I would like to talk about the SSD13F product launch. So it's again in face milling application. So we all know that when it comes to the face milling application, when you see the versatile face milling cutter with the OD style insert in 0.5 millimeter, SE style in 0.9 millimeter, SN in 12 millimeter, and SB and in 22 millimeter of insert, then you can see we have the assortment. However, the actual, if I can say, in our actual face milling assortment, we have three families: this OD05, SE09, SN12, and again there is one more cutter family in this face milling area, SB 22X, which is designed for high metal removal rates. But for the face milling, shell milling, and face milling operation, SSD 13F cutter diameter range, some of the range with the depth of cut optimized with general engineering application, also with maintenance and repairs and overhauls is been there is a gap was a gap in that, so that has been identified in this product launch with SSD13F family. So this has been addressed and identified these challenges, these demands with this product launch, which offers inserts range in full material group, which also offers higher durability of cutter body protection and all. For the positive inserts, positive cutter, you can see shim protection inserts with the cutter body. So what is new? What we have launched is diameter range from 32 to 250 millimeter with the depth of cut of 6.4 millimeter straight away, and which again you can see here. We may go away with the SN12Z, our cutter family, because it has been covered by SD13F assortment, the family, with positive inserts. As I said, SSD13F is there now. So SSN12F range will be replaced by this new product launch later on. You can see here the Weldon shank type design from 32 millimeter and 40 millimeter, which you can do where chamfering operation, also the face milling operations and finishing operations, which can go again on the even conventional milling machines as well, my friends. Shell mill cutters right from 40 millimeter to 250 millimeter, again with the internal coolant, also with some differential pitch cutter. So that's very important to remember. We have this M geometry also with us in it, as with SDMT 13 millimeter insert. M geometry is a positive geometry. We all know that, and that is primarily suited for ISO P, M, and K group of the material, and secondarily for ISO S and ISO H material, with the choice of the grades available here in the slide. And also the R geometry basically is a very strong designed insert, primarily suited for ISO P, K, and H material, and secondarily for ISO S material with the different grades of CVD and PVD coating. Also, we have the F geometry and FA geometry with us. So when it comes to FA geometry, it is a highly positive geometry with 18 degree of the rack angle and sharp cutting edge, designed for fine finish, medium machining, primarily suited for ISO and material, which is aluminum, copper, non-ferrous materials, and so on. And two grades are available in uncoated HF7 and PVD M0315. My friends, we have a wiper insert also in this wiper geometry, with the 25-degree of the rack angle and wiper design, we all know improves the surface finish primarily for all P and K group. I also want to emphasize more on please don't hesitate to apply this cutter not only vertical machining center or CNC machines, also for conventional machine or in maintenance repair shop or workshop or job shop machines as well. You can see here in this slide, this picture, it's a through coolant carbide support seam. So when shim insert damages, it will not damage the insert pocket, the cutter pocket and insert pocket. So it will long laster. Also, I want to tell you one thing. Whenever you go to industries like injection molding machine manufacturers, wind power, also the machine tool makers, where they are using finishing cutters for finish milling operation, face milling, where they require flatness, where they require straightness, where they require surface finish, this is the first choice you can go and you can vouch on it. So my friends, don't hesitate and remember, whenever it requires a straightness and flatness, geometrical accuracies, this concept SDMT 13, SDET 13 inserts and wiper inserts are the choice for that. Please do not hesitate to do so, and please apply this. This is I can tell you the best mantra and champion for finish milling applications. If I show you some of the videos here, please let me know if you can see the video. Can you see the video screen, please? If anyone can confirm,
Yes,
can you
yes, we
see?
can see. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So you can see here, see the chip evacuation. And see the surface finish. It's a mirror finish, my friends. So whenever you require this finish, mirror finish, and as well as the straightness, flatness, lower steps over the cuts, this cutter is the key. Don't hesitate to put even on the conventional machines. It has got the power, it has got the characteristic to perform even on the conventional machines as well. Let me also open this video. Can you see this new video as well?
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you. You can see here the stainless steel material. Even on the stainless steel. So you can see not only in the steel, even stainless steel, cast iron, aluminum. So this is a choice for you. And you can see the surface roughness value is 0.6 RA, 0.6 RA. Can you believe it? 0.6 RA value. Amazing. Very high level of the surface roughness value, 0.6. So moving ahead, this is you can see here again the inserts are protected with the shim, and you have the shim screw. You should apply the maximum torque on the screw is 3 Newton meter. Don't forget to do so. Also, when it comes to wiper insert, please remember this picture. Wiper is very important to put the wiper at the right way. So the wiper edge is at the inside, not at the outside. So please remember this. And when it comes to the benefits, it is again, benefits are surface finish values, various milling grades, and again, different geometries for different materials. High level of the geometrical accuracies can be achieved by this inserts, this cutter family and type of the cutter family. So moving ahead, we have another assortment in ON 06 millimeter with a face milling application. If you can see here, we have already in our assortment economical face mill in our assortment up to 125 dia, HN09 insert family up to 250, and again SPN 13 up to 315 millimeter dia. However, the gap was found that we need highly economical face milling cutter, because nowadays days the most economic cutter stands in the market when it comes to the milling operation. So what to do for a high economical solution? So more number of maybe the cutting edge, the productive cutting, and maybe the same cutter for different inserts as well. So this is why we have introduced this ONMX 06 millimeter insert assortment cutter, which also goes one in on with SNMX 8 inserts as well with 8 cutting edge. Moving ahead, if I can tell you, this goes with ONMX as I told you, and also same cutter can accommodate SNMX inserts as well. So the new part is for the diameter 50 to diameter 250 millimeter cutter range, right from the depth of cut 4 millimeter to 7 millimeter for respectively for ONMX and also for SNMX inserts, my friend. And for shell mill, it is from again from 50 millimeters onwards. And remember, this is with internal coolant, all the segment of the customers, all the components with workpiece material, and so on. I would like to emphasize a little bit more on this. You can see here the cell mill cutters with ONMX and also SNMX insert. So this you can see for all the operations through coolant, nickel plated coated surface of the cutters, and also the different shape of the insert can fit from 16 cutting edge to 8 cutting edge. And when it comes to ONMX 6, it's 16 cutting edge for normal insert and 8 cutting edge for Viper insert. You can see here the some of the test against competition and against NNMU inserts. The test results are very encouraging. The cast iron motor body here, so it is very much encouraging, and one can use ONMX for the higher tool life, lesser cut time, also for lower tool cost, because it has got 16 cutting edge. Again, one more case you can see the tool life from 42 pieces to 80 pieces even in the cast iron component. Some recommendations which I would like you to remember, my friends, it does carry ONMX inserts also and SNMX inserts also, but the total height will change when it comes to SNMX insert. In this table, the total height LF is being mentioned cutter diameter wise. So please remember that. Also, this is available in the catalog of new product. So, so no need to worry about that. But only thing is to take care when you give on the assort in the program the total length. The different diameters of from the DCX to DC to different cutting diameter of the cutter is also available. This is also very important to remember, my friends. For ONMX, when you use 4 millimeter or more depth of cut, you go with 8 cutting edge. But the moment when we increase the depth of cut, we reduce the available cutting edge per side. And similarly for Viper insert as well. Viper has got 8 cutting edge. ONMX normal insert has got 16 cutting edge. Maximum torque on the screw will be 5 Newton meter. Also, please remember the right positioning, how to apply Viper insert on the pocket. You can see the pocket, the cutting edge should be the downside at the workpiece. So that has to be remembered always. The cutting edge should be at the downside towards the workpiece. Very important things to consider when indexing the insert. So clean the pocket. Do not install the insert as shown in the right side. Use as at the left side, as per the left side. Use anti-seize grease or material for the screw. Press firmly while tightening the screw. Apply the clamping torque at 3.0 Newton meter. Check there is no space between insert and the pocket seat, and also don't use damaged screw, or don't use damaged screwdrivers, or don't use screwdrivers on the damaged screw. Please, they are worn out. They will round off the cutting the screw head. Are you with me? That's very important. Also, you can see here the benefits and the features. So unique wiper insert for improvement in surface finish quality for larger cutter diameter. Two positive geometries, M and R for SNMX inserts are available. So it is very important to remember, my friends. So going ahead, let us see something more on what is more has been come out when it comes to the milling family. So SN11 high feed milling cutter, there are some insert extensions in HM geometry. In HM geometry, we have the extension now in our product portfolio in this pro launch material. So let us dive a little bit more in that. So when you say about our assortment in double negative cutters for economical milling, for high feed or copy or shoulder mill, this has been already introduced. But when it comes to the material with high hardness, the geometry has been missing, and now with our NGX 11 millimeter and so and all, we have now different HM geometry with 8 cutting edge insert as 11 millimeter. You can see here, and that gap has been identified for hardened material, hardened steel and cast iron, and that is why we have introduced this geometry dash HM in this product launch as a new in SN style of the insert. So you can see here in this slide about SSN11 high feed mill tools with 8 indexes we already have, but now we have in HM geometry that is new, that works for high hardness material as well as the harder cast iron material as well. So you can see here the threaded shank insert cutter bodies, three different size when I talk about TCX, so 32, 35 and 40 millimeter in threaded couplings, even with the parallel shank of the cutter bodies with 32 and 35 millimeter of the inserts are now available in our product launch. Similarly, for the shell mill as well is now available with us. Now, DES HM is a new geometry, as I told you, is a new strong geometry with the 17-degree rack angle and a 9-degree T-land of 120 micron. And this geometry, my friends, remember, is a first choice recommendation when machining high alloy steel and also when machining cast iron. So high alloy steel and cast iron as well, with different grade in TVD and also in CVD. So this is a chip breaker. The HM geometry is now available. So whenever you have die mold application and all for high alloy steel, please use this. Here you can see the new mark symbol specific to material geometry, highly negative T-land with HM geometry, which is a balanced ratio with high the sharpness and the edge protection as well. So 11 millimeter inserts is now available in our kitty. So try to find out those applications where we are unable so far to deliver. Again, some launch in WN style of the new launch in WN style of the cutter, double negative cutters for economical milling. For copy milling, we all know it is a trigon type of six cutting edge cutter insert WN style. So that is also now available with 16 millimeter to 35 millimeter of the diameter of the range. So in WHNX insert 04 millimeter, my friends. Moving ahead, some BNGX insert, very unique champion, very famous. The BNGX range extension now in our product portfolio. Again, for double negative cutter for economical milling. So we find some larger diameters missing in high feed milling product assortment. So that has been arrested, identified and arrested in this range of extension in BN10 style of the cutter body insert. So you can see here diameter range from 16 millimeter on the top in the red color, 16 millimeter to 66 millimeter BNGX 12 millimeter of the insert is now available. Also in threaded coupling, threaded shank, and also in parallel shank, also in shell type of the mills. You can see the new diameters DCX 50 to 66 millimeter. So these are new. So some of your die and mold customer, they require 52 millimeter, 66 millimeter, so for that we really did not have this assortment extension in our product portfolio, but now we have in our product portfolio in our assortment. So here you can see here I would like to say something to emphasize more on you. Mounting of BNGX 10 millimeter inserts is very important to understand. Again, you have to clean the pocket seat, blow the compress air, place the insert into the pocket, and also direction to which to press the insert when mounting insert into the seat pocket. Use the anti-seize material for the screw. Must press firmly while tightening the screw. Apply 0.9 Newton meter torque, and you must check there is no space between the insert and the pocket seat, and don't use damaged screw and also screwdriver. Sometimes, my friends, what happen as per the experience, customers sometimes say that your inserts are not giving the good tool life, or sometimes they say your inserts are giving lesser tool life than before. So it is not a problem with the inserts or grade, but what happened? We must check when we visit customer, when we visit machine, we must check the screws, because the screw are the main role player, the key role player for milling or any turning or any metal cutting operation. Generally, when customer don't replace the screw heads are round off, and when the heads are rounded off, it will not go with the right applied torque to tighten the inserts or shims, and it remains little weak and little unclamped. And while machining, it generates micro vibrations, and that means the insert cutting edge failure, insert cutting edge wears down, or cracks, or premature failure, frittering, and even flank very prematurely. And these are the basic reasons. So we must ensure, my friends, by looking at the screws, the spares, also even when you put the cutter body shell mill sitting surface to the combi mill face mill adapter, you must check the the butting surface of the cutter, because that means a lot, and that is giving a high level of the tool life improvement, also tool life decrement. So that's very important. We are reaching towards the end of the sessions, I also would like to emphasize in the next slide, my friends. So this is almost about the kind of the last slide. So definitely we will share you this slide with you, which has got the links of new generation products. Also, if you are using a smartphone, you must scan this codes, the QR codes here for online demo Pramet about segments, about library app, about calculator app. And I would love you to open any the website and check the power of simplicity. Also, go to, if you are using Instagram, my friends, check Insta, or if you are using LinkedIn, check on LinkedIn or check on web page the hashtag power of simplicity. This will lead you towards the new product launch of Domo Pramet 2023.1, my friends. So I believe and I must urge and encourage you to load these apps in your smartphone and also spread to other colleagues, other friends as well into the market. So this is very important. I also would like to tell you that we have our application specialist also in Thailand, Sarayut and Kurawut, and in Indonesia, Tommy and Brian. So we have our 4 application specialists there out in the market, close to you. You are always free to contact them whenever you have any query, anything, and they will be very much happy to help you. So we have our team in now in Thailand and in Indonesia as well. Before while going to the end of this last slide, I would like you all to let me open my camera. Yes, I'm with you now. So you have gone through all the new products of the turning, the powerful T9415, the assortment extensions of 8430, KR chip breakers, and also the strong milling assortment expansion as well in a tangential cutter, finished face milling assortment with SDMT13, SDET13, and also the high fit mill cutters expansion with HM geometry also for high alloy steel material. My request to you all, please remember, find out top opportunities of your customer and make an Excel sheet. Find out, write the product, let's say T9415, or let's say 8430, let's say LNEX 12 millimeter, write the top 5 customers and applications and potential, make a right and good Excel sheet and make your plan. Share it with back to me over email. Please share it, and Tommy, Brian in Indonesia will coordinate. Sarayut and Kurabut in Thailand will coordinate with you in Thailand, and you please share back to me by, if you do it by today, nothing like it, I would be very much happy to receive your emails with the top 5 applications that you are going to work for with these new products at your customers. If you will be able to send by today, amazing. I mean, it will be most highly appreciated from our end. So this is what is a request, because new products should not remain in the catalog. New products should not remain in the website. New products should not remain in the insert box or cutter box or tool holder box. New products should go on the machine to the customer. It should give a value, deliver the value to the customer, and give start benefit to the customer. Some of our friends have already started testing in Oceania market about the new products, and I'm very happy about their proactive approach and conducting test, getting the result, and also getting the success So this is highly appreciated, and this also encourage us a lot, my friends. So again, I'm encouraging you, make a list of all the product, customer wise, potential wise, so that you will have your plan, where to go, where to attack. And remember, use your eyes 360-degree and walk the shop, talk with the customer, ask the question, ask the pain areas, carry our new products to the customer and my friends. So this is what is the message from our end. And I also request Tommy, Brian, Sarayuth and Kuravut, if you are available, switch on your video so that they can see you as well. And I also request Sharat San, if you are available, then please switch on your video and also make closing note to us all out in the field, and that will be more highly appreciable. Yes, we have Sarayuth. Hello, Sarayuth. You can raise your hand. Kuravut, Brian, and Tommy with us. So they will be very happy to support you in all the way for the new products. New products are our heart, our key. Yes, over to you, Sarat San.
Well, Rahul, I think yeah, I think it was fantastic. Going through all the new products. I'm super excited. About 9415, which is I think our kind of flagship product for this launch. I'm sure that with 9415 as a new grade and a new turning grade, it will help us to establish this grade at many customers and enhance our reputation of providing a modern and a very good solution in the area of turning. At the same time, I think the solutions that are in the milling area are also looking very good, and I think there is a very good possibility for us to build on whatever we have. I always felt that we have a very strong offer in the milling. Our products, when established, you're not able to dislodge the product. I mean, the competitor is not able to dislodge the products. And with new introduction, I think our strength gets even multiplied. And also, again, I think it's a very happy occasion for all of us. These new products are there, new possibilities are there. But what I would request to all of you is that, yes, we have done this training, but in case you require more information, more training, please do not hesitate. The team that you see on the screen now, I think all of us from Thailand, Indonesia, and for myself, Rahul, and everybody else, we are ready to provide you all the support that is required. One request to all of you is that I think we must go and find some opportunities for some of these products and start the work. We should start the ball rolling. I mean, that's how I think we should say. I mean, you will get the experience not by just saying that they are good products, that actually experiencing it at the customer end. So I think I would request each one of you to start the, as I said, the ball rolling, start the tests at the customer end, and demonstrate the value, the benefit that the customer will get out of this. As I said in the beginning of my presentation, the initial part, that we will not hesitate to provide you all the support. It's a technical support, it's a commercial support. But we do have great expectations from all of you, on this count, and hope that I think you are also kind of excited or super excited as we are. So looking forward again to work with all of you. And I would also like to thank Rahul and the team over here for putting up this presentation. And I would also like to wish all of you all the best with the new products from Pramet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sarat San. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. And I know you might have any questions, so you can always write down questions in the chat box, and we will reply you as soon as possible. And you can always send email on the questions, and we can reply you. Thank you so much. And don't worry, the session is being recorded, so you will find recording in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much. We are on time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.